Hi there, guys, and welcome to the stories. Welcome to the stories of Remnant. This is a RWBY podcast where we love to explain our love-hate relationship with RWBY. And I'm, of course, your host, Efocutioner, and
What is good in the hood?
And also
Bonsai!
because I know how much I like that. Anyways, we are here. Welcome back. I hope everyone's had a wonderful weekend. We're about to begin the week, and you're listening to this on a weekend mostly. But I just wanted to say I hope everyone's doing good or everyone's doing well. I'm doing fantastic, because I just got done with episode 5. And, man, I tell you, the sparks were definitely flying this episode. For a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of situations. Man, you know what? Let's just get into it. So, we're going to talk about Season 7, Episode 5. We're going to do a small recap, and then we're going to talk about what I expect in future, Episode 6. And I got to say, man, just before I start off, I was very surprised about the little bit of time skip we got. So, we got a little bit of a time skip. But I'll go on to that during the discussion. Anyway, so let's do the recap right now. So, of course, we recap with Penny coming in the morning, waking up seeing RWBY by doing
Salutations!
Yes, she did. She dropped the salutations, woke everyone up. She's like the best alarm clock because you don't even want to hit her, man. You just want to caress her and comfort her and just be like, damn. I feel like waking up and tackling the morning. But besides that, though, it seems like we're going to have a little... it was kind of like a montage. That's what I've been trying to think of that word for the last few minutes before recording. Montage. So we're going to have a montage moment. But we're pretty much seeing how everyone is just integrating into the Society of Atlas. Damn, Society of Atlas. I think I should just call it Ironwood's group. I'm going to call it the Society of Atlas. Yep, I'm calling it that, man. You're here at first. The Society of Atlas. Anyways, so of course they go through a little recap. We get to see the team pretty much adjust to their life in Atlas. So unfortunately, most of my expectations for what I thought episode 5 would be definitely didn't come true because of a montage. So, but it's interesting that we get to see the group basically still send supplies, protecting Amity Tower, and we get to see Team, Junior, John, Nora, Ren, but I mean, we all know that. And we get to see them just interacting and protecting Mantle, and it's just, I gotta admit, man, I just want to say something real fast, man. I think John is really popular with the ladies, so I gotta play this now.
Well, the name's Jean Arc. Short, sweet, rolls off the tongue. Ladies love it.
Do they?
They will. Well, I hope they will.
Oh, you ain't got the hope. So apparently, Jean's got himself a nice little fan base during that montage. You know what I'm saying? I guess Nora was right. It's because of the hairdo. So, I mean, I kind of feel bad for Pyrrha, because she might be looking down from the sky being like, yo, is this motherfucker cheating on me? But it's all good. It's all good. Let's see. Another thing that happened during the montage real quick. I want to mention the Meryl, Blake, and Yang moment. When Meryl's kind of taking out some grim, and then he's trying to mention hey, Blake and Yang, don't you guys think you should separate? You guys are so close together. And of course the ladies look at her like, the fuck? And they take out this grim, and then after taking out the grin, they just looked at him and just was like,
Nope.
We're good, man. Don't ever tell me to separate while we're fighting these
prowlers of the night.
But yeah, that was just very nice. Then of course we got to see a little bit of all time with Yang. I do want to mention this. I like how Ironwood said whatever you want to do during your all time, you're welcome to do it. And it's just interesting to see Yang and RWBY just in the streets of Mantle, and they're just fighting those
prowlers of the night.
Right? But at the same time, they were also winning fucking Rev Evo. Shout out to Shinku. You know what I'm saying? I'll be following him. I actually take a good deal of his tech and combos. I feel real bad about it, but then I'm just nah, because I do different things with it. But man, it's interesting to see. Yang and RWBY are also protecting Mantle, but then they're also winning Evo and Rev Evo. So, I mean, I'm just saying, man. And then, of course, we get to see a little bit of Weiss winter training, but we'll go into that. But anyways, let's just fast completely forward. Actually, no, one last thing I wanted to talk about the highlight, because I think I was really happy. We got to see Team Funky again, man. So Team Funky was facing Team Junior with special guest Oscar, a.k.a. Ozpin, a.k.a. whatever old name he called himself, Omarion. Yo, that man has many faces, and he is a god. So I'm just saying, he has many faces, and he is a god. Damn, man, I'm on the fire today. And but we got to see Team Funky again, so that was kind of nice. And alright, so I think that's pretty much it of the flashback part. I mean, there's more stuff that kind of happened during the flashback, but I'm just like, bro, it's not flashback, but montage. I'm like, bro, it's a montage. I ain't got to talk about the whole entire thing. So, anyways, I do want to say, I think at least 2 weeks has passed. So I don't know if you guys noticed during the montage moment, there is this sign or postage behind Ironwood in one shot, and then before when so like in the beginning of the montage, after Team RWBY wakes up and stuff, we get to see John with the coffee and he's sitting down, and then Meryl's like, yo man, you gonna give me that coffee? You gonna run me that coffee, man? Run me that coffee, John. But we got to see behind Clover like this little, I guess you can call it like a recommendation or something on the screen, but it pretty much had Amber Ackley, and she was doing the search and destroy mission in one area, and that was posted a week ago. So I'm going to assume it was a week ago at that time. And then if you look behind Ironwood, it's the same person, but doing another mission a week later. So I'm going to assume that this is during a 2-week period that we get to see this montage. So it's like, I think it's 2 weeks, maybe a month, but I'm going to assume it's a 2-week period between like them finally getting their huntsman and huntress badge and, going through that montage of like when we run into RWBY, Penny, and Clover. So I'm just putting it out there. Anyway, so let's fast forward beyond the montage and let's chime in to when RWBY, Penny, Crow, and Clover are pretty much on a supply run. So of course these guys are chilling and stuff like that. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking nice. And next thing RWBY's like, oh man, why don't we use the airship, Penny? Like this driving stuff's kind of boring. I'm falling asleep over here and stuff. Penny's like, look, man, we got to protect that dust. Ironwood said we got to protect that dust, man. We can't be doing that too much. And besides, man, we get to hang out. It's been so long, you know what I'm saying? I miss you, man. And it's like, I feel you, man. But for Penny, it was definitely that moment to hang out with RWBY, and RWBY was like, yeah, but don't you hang out with other people? And then like Penny's like, nah, man, Jimmy's got me locked down. He said I gotta stay focused. So I don't really get that many friends, but I get you because I get to hang out with you guys, so I'm kind of happy. And then back of the car, Crow and Clover are kind of playing. Crow is adjusting to life without alcohol, so I mean, shout out to Crow. He is adjusting to life without alcohol. That is incredible. And they're playing cards. They're basically talking to them. And they know each other. Clover's trying to lift up Crow's spirits. And then lo and behold, as they're riding through, everyone's bonding and get to know each other. And then it's just like, oh snap, who the hell do we run into? We run into motherfucking Robyn Hill. I gotta get the guns ready for this one. Robyn Hill, I told you we was gonna see her. But wrong time to see her, but it's cool. But yeah, she basically runs point. It's like her and this other person, these two. The lady I think the other lady that's with her is Faunus. Yeah, I'm gonna assume, yeah, she's definitely Faunus. But yeah, so they pretty much are just like, right before the checkpoint into getting into like Amity's tower and, dropping off the supplies. She's like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, she just stands in the road. She's like, where's all this stuff going, guys? So, of course, Clover and the crew, they basically come out the car. Clover tells Penny, like, look, stay in the car, man. If shit goes down, I'm going to need you to pop out and, go straight on that ass. So, but as Clover and Clover, Ruby, and Crow get out the car, Robyn asks Clover, man, like, yo, man, what's Ironwood doing in Amity? Like, this old mine, what's he doing? What's he doing with all this stuff? Like, he does know that this stuff, this construction stuff, these supplies are supposed to go to Mantle, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, Mantle's walls are like really down. Our outer walls are like nearly non-protective. We got the hold on.
Prowlers of the night.
We got the prowlers of the night coming through. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for us. We're fighting for our lives down at Mantle. And you're taking these supplies to do what? Nah, man, we need these supplies. And then Clover is just like, look, I don't know what I can do for you. I think we all should just calm down. You know what I'm saying? Clover basically was just like,
whoa, chill out, man, okay? I got it.
And just basically saying, like, look, aren't you running for a council seat? I keep saying console. Yo, I just really want to play BB Tag too. But, he's like, aren't you running for a council seat? Like, shouldn't you, like, I don't know, be campaigning and stuff like that? Look, when you end up getting elected, then you can go ahead and make any changes you want. But until then, Robyn, I think we should just all disperse, head our own separate ways. So, Robyn basically tries to tell, Clover one more time, like, look, Mantle is really struggling. We need these supplies. It's hard out here. Not everyone gets to live in a floating tower in the sky. We're suffering now here. And Clover's like, man, I don't know what to tell you, man. I got orders. So, Robyn's like, all right. Okay. I gotta go through the proper channels, huh? I like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Robyn's getting ready. You know what I'm saying? She's got a little assistant. Her little assistant's getting ready. Everyone's, you know what I'm saying? They getting ready to fight. You about to see some explosions, guns flying. But, you know what I'm saying? Before all that kind of happens, you know what I'm saying? That's when we get the...
Salutations!
Penny comes out. She brings out the swords of revealing a light as she just comes from the sky, angel and all, right? And then Robyn is just like, whoa, it's Penny. And then Penny is just like, look, I'm going to need you to calm down. And if you can you please tell the two people behind the back of the car to just not attack us? All right. Is that okay, Robyn? And then, of course, you know what I'm saying? Crow and Ruby are just like, back of the car? Ain't nobody there. You know what I'm saying? Clover's just like, there probably is someone back there, isn't there? But it's just like Ruby and Crow are just like, what the fuck is this woman talking about? Ain't nothing back here. And then, lo and behold, Robyn's like, all right, fine. And she's like, soldiers, stand down. And the next thing you know, we like see two uninvisible people. I'm like, oh my gosh, Penny is so wise. She's so powerful. She's got the eyes now. No illusions. She cannot be fooled by the illusions, people. You can't stop her with that. But pretty much Robyn kind of states like this. Oh man, look at our look at our protector of Mantle, saying that all sarcastically and stuff. And Penny is just like, look, can you please just let us through? We really need to get these supplies in. Please, Robyn. Please. 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 And then Robyn's like, all right, man, everyone stand down. Let them through. And then as soon as they're all getting back in the car, Clover turns around and tells Robyn, good luck in the elections. To me, it kind of seems clear that, you know what I'm saying, Clover and Robyn, they might have had a little thing. Maybe they might be best friends. They might be brother and sister. I think they were, former lovers. I'm putting that out there. So, yeah, man, I think those two kind of know each other. I think they were part of a real team. I think they were real friends. They might have been more than friends. Who knows, man? But one thing's for sure. Robyn was like, I want to know the truth of what the fuck is going back there. Why are all these supplies not going to Mantle? So Robyn's not giving up. But next time, Penny ain't going to save the day. She ain't going to stop that. No. And then, we kind of transition to like where Winter and Weiss are train fighting. By the way, we got the Winter and Weiss fight, as I said. I don't know if we're really going to get an actual fight, but we got the training fight. It'd be really sick if we get a real fight, but we got the fight. But we might get an even better fight later on. But of course, Winter, being as cold-blooded as she is, you know, trying to be like, Weiss, man, you got some sloppy-ass techniques, but they work for you, so, you know, good job, I guess. And Weiss is like, what? You gave me a compliment? Oh, snap, my sister cares with your cold-blooded ass. And then, of course, the ladies talk about distancing themselves with the Shnee name. By the way, the best choice they have ever done in their entire lives. And, of course, they're you know, horrible, ridiculous, bitch-ass of a father. And, you know, we kind of transitions into, like, Winter talking about, Ironwood would love to welcome you, Weiss. Like, it'd be so cool to work with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can be a sister team, sister in this piece. And then Weiss was just like, nah, man, I'm a little concerned about Ironwood, a.k.a. Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, him closing off Atlas, you know, it's just a little weird, man. It's just, we should be, like, extending our border. Should be helping and welcoming people. And instead, we're, like, closing the doors like we're fucking Mordor and shit, man. You know, I just don't think we're doing the right thing. And Winter's like, look, Ironwood is doing the best he can because he's doing what he believes is right. And Weiss is like, well, hold on. We got serious music, man. So of course, after Weiss is just like, I'm a little worried about Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I can. Winter's just like, hold up now. Ironwood is trying to do what he believes is right, sis. He's got a lot on his shoulders, protecting not only Mantle, but Atlas as well. And then Weiss is just like, nah, man, I can't respect that. Because you know what the problem is? People who think they're doing what they believe is right are only looking out for themselves, like our bitch-ass father, Jacques, and keeping secrets like Ozpin and Ruby. But yeah, and then Winter's like, no, Ironwood isn't keeping any secrets. Ironwood wouldn't keep any secrets from me. And then Weiss looks at Winter and says, are you sure, sis? Can you really sit there and say that your Ironwood, that your Jimmy wouldn't tell you everything? As the doubt was entering Winter's heart, Weiss saw that. And Winter's like, no! Weiss, come with me. I got something to show you. So as Weiss and Winter walk through this special area in Atlas that looks really amazing, really high tech, we come to this room and we see this old lady in the bed with wonderful paintings hanged against the wall. And the next thing you know, we all come to the realization that maybe that woman is the Winter Maiden. Oh. So we finally get to see the Winter Maiden. And at the same time, we kind of learned that only Winter is allowed to interact with this woman. And it's just a little interesting because, you know what I'm saying? Weiss was like, you know, if you only get to see her, makes it seem like you're trying to be the Winter Maiden. And then Winter is just like, yeah, man, Jimmy wants me to be the Winter Maiden. And then Weiss is like, but isn't that bad? You're not being able to choose your own destiny. You're letting someone else do it. And then, you know what I'm saying? Winter's like, nah, it's alright, Weiss. It's alright. I choose this because I believe with this great power, I will do a better job at protecting the world, the land, the universe of Remnant. Or at least the planet. She could at least do that. But yeah, so, and then after that, you know, next thing you know, we kind of get like this little press conference. This little alert comes through Winter's phone. Because Winter does an amazing job with this transition. She does a great transition into Jacques. Jacques. I can say that name all day. Jacques. Anyways, we see Jacques holding a press conference about running for Ironwood's seat. And he's just like, alright guys, you know, Robyn Hill isn't going to do shit for you guys. And look at what Ironwood is doing. It's basically has this embargo on us. We can't open our borders. You know, not everyone's making money. So, effective immediately because of, you know, some bullshit arbitrary reason that he kind of gave. which it really was. I'm just going to shut down all my factories and resources, and Mantle's not going to get shit. But I know a great way of how I can turn all that back on. That's if you elect me into office. And it's just like, yeah. And if you elect me, everything will go back to normal. If not, you're fucked. Yeah. So it's just like, really? Just gonna withhold jobs? And it was just like, damn. And then after that, it just like, now that there's no jobs, no money coming in, there's barely any resources besides, Jacques and the Shnee semi-empire. Man, Mantle's going to civil war. And, it's almost like Jacques lit a spark to the city. And then, that's pretty much the episode, man. So, man, Jacques is a bitch. I'm just going to put it out there. You a bitch, Jacques. You need this. Oh, man. I feel like everyone should just punch that man in the face. And if you punch him, just remember, your fist.
It's also a gun.
Oh, that's cool.
Gotta keep up the RWBY tradition. So, here's what I'm expecting for episode 6. The war has begun. Everyone is gonna be fighting. During this confusion time, I gotta at least remind you folks that the congregation of chaos is still in Mantle. And I do believe they're going to use this time to go from Mantle to sneak into Atlas and then cause even more chaos within its wake. Because that is what the congregation of chaos does. And then also, I definitely believe that, let's see. So, I'm going to put it out there. Robyn Hill, she's definitely going to step up during this situation. She's going to at least try and take control. I think she might try to lead the rebellion. And I'm calling it a rebellion. I think that the Ace Ops is going to have to go down there. I think Team RWBY and Team Junior with special guest Ozpin, aka Oscar, aka any other old name that you can think of, because that's pretty much what Ozpin chooses for names. So I think that they're all gonna sit down, probably realize like, we don't really know the true story. And we kind of thought, and I'm pretty sure RWBY kind of thought, I thought some resources were going into Mantle. It seems like Mantle is just, looking a little broke. So there might be a little dispute between RWBY, saying the RWBY crew, featuring Crow, featuring Ozpin. And I think there might be a little discussion between him and, saying them and Ironwood. And then I think there might be a little bit of a fight between Ace Ops and Team RWBY. I think Team Funky might, pop up in there. I think it's definitely, it might be a little serious. We might see some gunplay. Who really knows? Some action might go down. It might get a little serious in this piece. I think there's definitely going to be some fighting. But I definitely believe the congregation of chaos is going to come in. And I think RWBY and Tyrion are going to meet towards the end. Oh, that'd be so nice. Be like, hey, Little Red, it's good to see you again. I got to get you back for my tail. Oh, man, I hope that happens. Oh, I really hope that happens. Although I'm starting to believe now towards the end of the season, I think it's really going to come down to Weiss is going to have to choose if she wants to stay with Winter or if she wants to stay with, saying Team RWBY. I think this might be a legit actual fight within the team. Like, I know the teams have had, like, mini fights, but it's, like, over arbitrary shit. I think this will be, like, the first actual, like, are you really going to choose your family or your family? You know what I'm saying? So I think Winter, I think the Weiss-Winter thing is going to transition into that. So I think there will be a Weiss-Winter fight, but I don't think it's going to be the fight I was expecting. Like, I thought there was going to be, like, fist-to-face action. It might just be, like, sis, I don't know if I can do this. Or, like, if you don't do this, I can consider you my sister. And it's just like, well, then I guess we ain't sisters no more. We may have blood, but you ain't my sis. So it might come down to that. I definitely believe Penny and Ruby's friendship are going to get tested because this episode really kind of, made it obvious that Penny is kind of alone. So, it's going to be a little tough because I know Pennywood is on the on Team Ironwood on that one. No, crap, I forgot what was the name I gave it. Shoot, I'm trying to remember. What was the name I gave it? Atlas Lifestyle? Crap, I'm gonna have to re-listen to the episode. But I can't believe I forgot what I called Team Ironwood. Team Ironwood. Damn. And it was a really good name. I can't believe I forgot. See, that's the problem when you do a record. Oh, man. Oh, well. It's okay. I listen to my audio anyways. But whatever that team name is, they're going to have to decide what the hell is going... Well, the Atlas Lifestyle. I think that's what the name was. Was it Atlas Lifestyle? Why am I worried about that? Anyways, though, I definitely believe there's going to be a Penny Ruby fight, but it's not going to be a physical fight. But it's going to be a fight. I definitely believe that Ironwood and Crow are going to fight. Not going to be a physical fight. But it's definitely going to lead to some stuff. There's going to, I feel like this coming episode 6, we're going to see a lot of clashes. People are going to really have to decide and really choose. I definitely believe Team RWBY is not going to be support of Ironwood, aka Jimmy's kind of rule. They might try to be a little bit more independent, or they might follow Robyn Hill. I think Robyn Hill is going to try to lead the people, but eventually she's going to get murdered by the Congregation of Chaos. Because, that what would be the best chaos than take out the leader of the rebellion, man? So I think that's going to happen. And then we're definitely going to get a Tyrion RWBY fight. It'd be nice if Jon was there too. I think Jon's made some huge improvements, but we're definitely about to see. Well, we're going to see some fights go down. I definitely am putting it out there. We are going to get an Aesop's versus Team RWBY fight. We're definitely going to get an Aesop's versus Team RWBY fight. I'm putting it out there right now. And let's see. I think that's pretty much it. Although, I don't know about the election. But I think through all this chaos, I think that Jacques might end up having the council seat. Stop thinking about games. The council seat. And then that'd probably be it. I'm trying to see what else I'm trying to speculate. But it seems like so far some of my predictions have came true. We definitely got the Winter Weiss fight, but I think we're going to get an emotional fight. We're definitely going to get Weiss having to decide if she wants to be with Team RWBY or if she still wants to stick with her sister. Because she's really going to have to decide between family or family. Blake and Yang, I would hope they have that discussion, but it looks like they kind of already had. But I figured they were really going to talk. I still believe those two are going to talk, or at least something is going to spark that interaction. I definitely believe RWBY and Tyrion are still going to go down. I definitely believe Ironwood and Crow action is going to go down. I've been saying it for the longest. I'm going to say it again. I'm definitely going to say RWBY Aesop's fight. I'm saying that right there. And I think Cinder is going to come back. There'll probably be some low-key moment. But now that we know who the winter maiden is, now you have to... I feel like they have to introduce Cinder and Neo. They have to come into the team. And now we're going to have to try to decide if is Cinder going to go back to the Congregation of Chaos? Or is she going to be independent? And her and Neo are going to form their own organization. So... I think that's pretty much it, man. And then, anyways, man, that's it. That's the end of the show. I got a lot of speculations in my head. I definitely believe some shit's gonna go down for this next episode. We gonna get some fights on fights. Boy, it might be more emotional than physical, but we gonna get some fights. Of course, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because I'm trying to survive. Just know all the things I do them for me, but I also do them for you. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? This was a
Sensational.
episode, and I'm glad I did it. So, go ahead.
Salutations.
And oh,
Bonsai.
stay listen.